maybe you might want to try to see what it would be like if you had a podcast.
Okay.
And I could be your guest.
Okay.
Do you want to try it?
Yes. Well, my idea for a podcast is to order a pizza and then talk to the person while we wait. And then when the pizza gets here, we try to do something to make that person, the delivery driver, happy, and then talk while we eat. But we can just pretend that part. But that was the only podcast idea I've ever had.
You pretend what part?
We could pretend the pizza aspect. We don't have to do that since it's not. Yeah. So, okay. So, welcome to the Pizza Party Podcast.
Here we go!
My guest today is Rick Glassman. Thanks for being here.
Oh, you're saying you and I could pretend to order the pizza.
Yeah.
But the show is actually ordering the pizza.
Well, I haven't done it, but that was the only idea I've ever had.
I get that. Yeah.
Okay. So
and then when you do it, are you going to chew the pizza while you're having the conversation?
maybe it would just end once the pizza's there.
Let's try it, though.
So, welcome to the Pizza Party Podcast. My guest today is Rick Glassman.
What's up?
You might know him from doing stand-up comedy or from the Take Your Shoes Off podcast.
Yeah.
And so today,
Or other things.
we're going to talk about just whatever makes you happy. But first, what's your favorite kind of pizza?
I don't eat cheese.
Oh, okay. We'll get a dairy-free one. And then we'll cut that out.
Why?
Boring.
You saying cut the ordering out is boring? Or
Yeah.
it's boring because I say no cheese?
I think that it would be boring. So if I ever made a podcast like that, I would cut that out.
Oh, I love ordering. I think ordering food is really fun.
Well,
Like,
maybe
I think
people would
it's-
enjoy that. Leave a comment if y'all want to see that in future episodes.
Tell us if you like content like this.
This is my podcast, so I should be the one doing that.
Do it again.
Take a look at this content.
Thank you for your patience in advance. I have a few questions and some modifications ahead of us. Okay, first of all, and easiest, I'd like to do one of your Belgian waffles with some extra syrup, please. Would I like to add a fruit cup? No, what am I? Of course, give me the fruit cup, baby! The berries are what? We're looking blueberries, raspberries, and the fruit cup is apples or something? This is a silly question, and I can't imagine you know the answer to it. But are your eggs organic? What does that mean? What do you mean that I want it natural? You got natural and non? What's a non-natural egg? Don't call the chef. We've called the chef enough this trip. Here's what I want to do. Do you guys do hard-boiled eggs? Are they cold? Yeah, put it in ice water. If they were organic, I'd have them warm. I'm curious what the hash browns are like. Are they buttery? Okay, I'll take some extra crispy. No. I don't know if you guys put sour cream or Schwitz on it, but just as is. What non-dairy alternatives do you have for milk for my coffee? You don't have almond milk? Oh, I need a whole pot. You have to do a whole pot of coffee. Is that really? Sonia, just so you know, I'm gonna probably have about one bite of this, and that's it. But the options are getting me hard right now.
Sorry.
For what?
I don't know. Go ahead.
It's your podcast.
Okay. So tell me about your day.
I had an audition today.
Cool. What for?
It was it's a show called The Neighborhood
Awesome.
with Cedric the Entertainer and Max
Let's take a look.
Greenfield.
At the trailer?
Are you able to show it? Do you have the rights to it or something?
Oh, let's take a look at the poster.
Okay.
And Max Greenfield and Cedric the Entertainer?
Yeah.
Do you are they both stand-up comedians?
Cedric is. Max is not. And you know,
But Max is a comedian.
he's a comedic actor.
Okay.
There's and Cedric the Entertainer started as a stand-up comedian.
Cool.
Sometimes I forget which one, Max or Cedric, is a comedian, but then I remember just think of their last name.
Entertainer. Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of jokes does Cedric tell versus the type of jokes you tell? And then tell us about how you started doing stand-up.
Cedric, have you seen Kings of Comedy?
No.
The Kings of Comedy. It's with Cedric the Entertainer, Bernie Mac, D.L. Hughley, and Steve Harvey.
So here's some clips of that, or if that's royalty, here's some pictures of them.
Well, it is royalty. I mean, they're literally the Kings of Comedy.
Royalty free or whatever.
Oh,
It's not royalty free.
Right? No, they're kings. So, but
That's funny. Sorry.
But Cedric the Entertainer does jokes where he's pulling out cigarettes. He does these act outs where he pulls cigarette. Could we show this but not show the audio, like a picture in picture?
Yeah. Unless it's going on TikTok because you can't show cigarette content.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, it's up to you if you post it. You could try it. I don't know. But he takes cigarettes out of his thing, out of his, like he's like, he works fixing cars, and he goes, and then he does act outs where the cigarette is hanging from his lip the whole time. You ever notice how? It's real. It's like.
Can you explain that again? Is that okay if I ask that?
Yeah, it's like not something that I would do. Not only because I don't like I can't be funny that way. He's so funny with it.
He's like a good physical comedian.
Yeah.
And like does act outs.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you don't do act outs?
I do, but I don't do like that kind of stuff. I do act outs that are more like me.
Gulp, 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 gulp.
Okay. Should I tell you these jokes? Well, the premise was pretty much that.
I want to make sure that the camera's going. Do you see a red square around the?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
The premise was that a couple times I've thought of jokes that would be better from a woman's perspective, and I don't have an outlet for that. That because I once did, I was like, there's one about like getting a period, and so my intro to it was like my ex used to get her period a lot, and that didn't really make sense or work, and so then I was like,
did your ex get her period a lot?
No,
That's probably why it
whatever,
didn't
normal,
Once a month?
I guess. Yeah.
You have to know. What do you mean?
I didn't ask. I don't remember.
How long
I
were you
dated her
dating?
like 8 years ago or something.
How old are you?
33.
Years.
Old. Yeah.
So you broke up when you were 25?
Yeah.
And when did you start dating?
24.
So for about a year, so you probably had about 12 periods.
Yeah. True.
Or 4 ellipses.
Okay, that's funny. That's
Thank
funny. You. Should I do this?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Why not? You
I don't.
don't have to. Do you want to come back? Maybe we could.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do them another time.
Or I'll just do it since I introduced it. Let's see. So I was saying that basically because a couple of them are specific to being a woman. And then a few of them are ones that I've done that didn't really go well. And I was just curious if they would work in someone else's voice with someone else's delivery.
Right.
So maybe we could come back to it, or
Yeah.
should we do it?
Well, I want to ask you if you feel comfortable with me right now and safe here.
Yes.
What is your hesitation to doing it? Is it based off of you not wanting to but feel like you must?
No, I just,
You got in your head a little?
yeah, but I'll just do it. Okay.
But
So
before you do, and pardon me to the audience that might get annoyed from this, but I like to ask the questions that I'm curious about. And I am curious, could you kind of explain what it is that when you're getting in your head in this moment, no judgment, what is that feeling?
maybe I don't want to like, I don't know what people typically would do on the podcast. So then I'm like, maybe I don't want to like steer it in a different direction than you would like.
Got it. So on this podcast, sometimes it's, we talk about stand-up, sometimes we don't. Sometimes it's very goofy, sometimes it's very serious. The through line of that often is driven by both the guests want what they want to talk about and my curiosity to things.
Okay.
I tend to over communicate with that. So if you're new to this podcast, this is what it's always like. But I'd like to offer a perspective to you that you could ignore, but maybe it's worth at least considering.
The pizza's here.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I had a good time with you.
Okay, just kidding. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I know. I didn't really think we were going to be done, but I was thinking maybe we could have AI make a video of us getting the pizza in a quick montage and eating it and then coming and sitting back down.
Cool.
Okay. Well, we're going to go eat that pizza. We'll be right back.
Here we go!
And
Welcome
we're back.
I've seen Lisa Gilroy.
Yeah. Are you doing a period joke again and you turn it into a question mark?
No.
Okay.
Wait, is that her name though?
Lisa Gilroy.
And she comes on your podcast?
Yes.
And I just don't know if I have the right name, but
Lisa Gilroy.
And she's done it a few times.
4.
She's really funny.
5.
And I was watching that, and that was super funny.
She is
So
hysterical.
let's take a look at that. Some clips from that.
I think we've been swiping to a lot of things.
But that was really, I think people will be happy to watch that. Those were really good episodes.
Yeah, I know, but maybe we'll put up all the thumbnails.
Or you could play like 2 minutes of it just as
That's
like
a lot. 2 minutes. I was thinking we would swipe to something for 2 minutes. It makes me think if we would swipe to maybe the Halloween or the John Candy rap.
I think it would make me comfortable if I knew that it was going to play for 2 minutes now, because I'm like, sometimes I just get nervous and I'm like, well, I know people love that. So people are going to love the next 2 minutes, and then I'll feel like no pressure.
I don't, is this my podcast now or yours?
Since it's mine, we're going to play 2 minutes of that right now.
I don't know, man.
Well, whenever you have me on yours, we can do what you want.
Candy, he's so dandy. Yeah, I called him my daddy. I just knew that I wanted to do comedy like my man. He's so good. He's the man. He goes Toronto, where I stand. I live there. I was born there. I was raised there. He was my idol.
You a chicken haircut? Psych, big pancake, Uncle Buck. Here's 25 cents. Take this rat to pull that mole off your face. Track.
Trains, automobiles, trains and planes, planes and automobiles, trains and planes, planes, automobiles, trains and planes.
That's
Candy,
not what I see.
candy,
I
candy.
see pride. I see power. I see a badass mother who don't take no crap from. That's cool running John Candy, cool buddy Candy. Hold it up, Sandy. He turns around with a Jamaica.
Second City, comedy, improv, wannabe, gotta be, like candy. I don't know any of his other movies, so I can't flow. I really only know the trains, planes, ones, and something about Home Alone. He's in that. Ooh, he is in the back of the band. He is saying, I play poker.
I like
with
it.
my friends.
You could be our babysitter.
What?
That was awesome. Leave a comment if you liked that.
Yeah.
Scoot doo, blabbity blue.